All right, you guys, we're going to get into this reading right now. Thank you for pulling in. Look at this reading. If it resonates, please be sure to follow and like or comment. Appreciate any interaction you guys want to give me. Let's look at your person, Queen of Swords. So your person right now, the energy I'm getting with the Queen of Swords is that, they're being very specific about what they're going to tolerate with people. They're setting boundaries. They might be going through, this is my divorce card. They might be going through a divorce or a separation with a third party. It could be you too, but this person right now, they just really like thinking with their head. They got a clear mind about what they want. And they're willing to, express it very clearly, succinctly, in truth, no illusions. This person is definitely about their business right now. Tell me a little bit more. Right now I'm feeling like this person is like, what? I got to take care of myself. The hero in me, I'm my own hero. I know what I have to offer. I can do all, I can do bad by myself. So I'd rather be by myself and independent. I know what my value is. I know what my worth is. I'd rather be by myself than to be in a relationship where there's no clarity, it's chaos and confusion. This person is definitely, living in their, in their value and their growth. This person knows what they have to offer. This person is not somebody who's playing games. So whoever this person is right now, this person is about their business. Okay. Let's see. What are their feelings for you? What are their feelings for you? They like you. They want to celebrate with you and enjoy you and have fun with you. This might be something that just really hasn't gotten off the ground yet. This might be someone you just met. And you guys maybe be dating, or they want to date you. They like you a lot. They think you're adventurous, you're fun. But it's very light. It's just like, on the surface right now. This isn't real serious, emotions or anything like that. This could be even friendship type situation. All right. Well, what happened? What happened? Are they being strategic because they're trying to figure out how to come towards you and make sure that everything is cool? Or is this a friend group that they feel like you double crossed them? Y'all take it as it resonates. I'm just interpreting the cards. Don't get mad at me. Just look at the cards. I'm just saying this person may look at you as being deceitful. Maybe you haven't been clear with them. Maybe they feel like, there's a third party that's involved as well, and they're not really sure. Or it could just be them being strategic. Take it as it resonates. Let me see here. Let me pull a little energy about your feelings. Maybe it'll give us a little more clarity. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. So it looks like you're feeling like this person is very grounded. They're very solid. They're very independent. And I mean, that is reiterated with the Nine of Pentacles, and that, they're nurturing, and that they know their value and they know their worth. And perhaps there's something that happened and you're feeling left out in the cold. They're not including you in the situation. And you're not happy about that. And it could be something that has to do with something with the Seven of Swords. Was there betrayal that happened with the friend group? Was there something that, backstabbing, cheating, some was said, some gossip going on in the group, and you were a part of that gossip yourself? You said something? I don't know. But this person right now, the way you're seeing them is you see their value and their worth, but you feel like they are not allowing you to have a seat at their table right now. Why is that? You want to heal the situation. So I feel like this message is for someone who was the person in the wrong. So you were in the wrong. You did something you wasn't supposed to do to this person, and you're sorry. And now you want to heal the situation. You want to bring balance where there wasn't balance before. You realize that you didn't always show up the way you should have. You were in and you were out. You weren't really solid, and you're recognizing that. And you want to be the one who initiates that that healing. You want to be the one who initiates the apology. You want to be the one who initiates bringing things back together. The only thing about it is the Knight of Wands. That energy is kind of wishy-washy. They come in and they really feel strong about something, and then 2 or 3 days it might be like, well, second thought. It's not a consistent energy, and that's currently I'm pulling for you. So that's what I'm getting when I pull for your energy. So some of y'all, take it as a resonate. Maybe you the Crosswatcher and your person is watching me today. I don't know. I'm just reading the cards how they coming out. What actions is this person, not you, this person gonna take toward the connection? Wheel of Fortune. You know what? They ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna let fate do what they do. Their attitude is, hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I'm going to heal myself. I'm pulling back my energy right now. I need to kind of assess things and see if this is aligned with what I'm trying to do. Like I said, this person is okay with being by themselves. They're that person that is okay to be alone. I love people like that, because if you meet somebody who's okay to be alone, that means that they're not going to be around you and put up with stuff. That's not their energy. They are okay to be alone because they know their value. They know their worth. They don't have to put up with people. They just be by themselves. Why put up with your crap and your toxicity when I could just be peaceful and do my thing and live my best life by myself? That's how I am. So, this person, I like this person. This person's got the best energy. This person, it looks to me like there's a lesson, that's attached to this person. This person's like, you know what? There was a lesson here, and I'm learning my lesson, and I'm doing the work I need to do to make sure this stuff don't happen again. The Wheel of Fortune, there's opportunity there, y'all. There's opportunity to fix this. The Wheel of Fortune is also like, it's like the wheel of karma and fate and change. Things can definitely change at any time. But this person is just saying, you know what? I'm going to give it up to God and surrender it to God and heal myself. This person is not going to sit around and wait, especially if they've had to deal with somebody, if he was in the Seven of Swords energy. But like I said, it might be a cross-watcher. Like I said, the roles could be reversed. Okay, so take it again as it resonates. All right, perfect. So yeah, this person is not going to do anything. They're just going to sit back and do their healing and realize, and surrender it to God and say, hey, it's whatever's meant to be is going to be. And if it's not meant to be, that's okay too. I'm good to be alone. What do they want from you? They want equal give and take. This tells me that there might have been a situation where this person felt like they were being breadcrumbed by you. They feel like there was no equal give and take. They felt like they needed to do all the work. They felt, or most of the work in the connection, to just keep it going. They want to see you stable. They want to see you putting in like them, being stable, focused, investing like they invested, strong within your sense of self, so you don't feel like you have to be validated by a bunch of people. You ever met somebody like that? They're that person who is the life of the party. They have to be the life of the party. They have to get attention from a whole bunch of people to feel valuable. Well, this person that I'm pulling, this person don't need a lot of people to feel valuable. They feel valuable within themselves. They don't look for their validation in the outside. They get their validation inward. So if that's the kind of person y'all trying to be with, if I'm talking this is your story, you're going to have to do some me work. You're going to have to do some me work. What's the advice to the collective spirit? What's the advice? Yeah. And I usually pull cards upright, but I'm going to take this card the way it is because, hey, there is no coincidence. Quit trying to play games. Quit trying to win. When you're sneaky because it's all about winning more. It's all about being right than it is being fair. It's all about, the walking away saying, yeah, I did that. But then in the end, you lose the person. There really isn't any winner. You burn a bridge with somebody you actually really liked and wanted to be around, especially if this is one of those situations where it was a friendship or something that might have been more platonic, than romantic. You burned a bridge for what? Universe is saying, don't do that. Don't do that. There's no need for you to do that. Just, give up the ghost with that. Do the work. That's not going to ever get you anywhere. You're going to keep burning bridges. You know what? If there's some pain and there's some trauma that you need to heal, it's not going to be easy. but you might have to let this one go. You might have to let this one go. Take some time. Do the inner reflection, do the inner work, understand, even though it might be painful, there's always going to be that light at the end of the tunnel. You've gone through the worst part of it. Now it's time for you to heal. Focus on yourself. Do the inner reflection. Be honest with yourselves. Some of y'all don't want to hear this message today, but these cards came out the way they did for a reason. Somebody needs to hear this message. It's you. You're the problem. And you need to start taking a look at yourself. Because what happens is when we don't heal our traumas and our hurts, we bleed. And we bleed on those the closest to us until we start to take accountability for our own actions and start to make those changes. Everything you need to do that is from within. And trust me, to those out there who are listening to me today that this resonates with, you deserve happiness too. You really do. And I really want to see you take that time to really take a good plain look at yourself. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to really start to do the healing work you need to do. Because on the other side of that healing is going to be abundance and happiness and joy and that validation. You won't look for it in other people because you'll have it from within. All right, you guys, this message went a different way than I expected, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please follow, like, or comment. And just remember, I'm always here to tell you guys the truth. No illusions. Peace.